What the fuck is up? It is your West Coast Packerbacker. Higher point of view here to discuss Packers making, some quiet moves, y'all. They signed Jerron Reed, all right, from Kansas City, but he started his career in Seattle. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about two former Packers before we talk about this new Packer. I ain't going to front, y'all. I was going to be petty about it. I was going to just ignore everything and, not watch the news or not watch his press conference and all that. But I watched the Devontae Adams press conference. And, again, another good farewell to you, my bro. You're probably one of my favorite Packers of all time, man. You top three for sure. And that's saying a lot when you got the Favres, the Rodgers, the Woodsons, all kind of people. Y'all know I love Javon Walker. So for you to be in there, and then again, like I said, y'all, it ain't just a football thing. He said it with his own mouth. His grandma, she was sick or whatever. He don't know how long, stuff like that. He's closer to his family. It's a lot easier to navigate. This man gave his first 7-8 years to Green Bay, and he gave everything. So, kudos to you, bro. And again, I wish you luck because, only time I don't wish you luck is when you play the Packers, and that's not that often. On another note, another former Packer. Let me hit this on this one. Private reserve, by the way. But Mr. Zadarius Smith, I congratulated you when the news came out that you went to Baltimore. If you guys watch my videos at all, I actually predicted that he would go to fucking Minnesota. Because, our linebacker coach just went there too. And, it motherfucking happened. But, first of all, like I said, I congratulated him when he went to Baltimore. I thought it was a good move. He could go back to who groomed him. He got better with us. He had to get right and be the player he became with us and then go back to Baltimore. That's a nice story. But you're going to go to these people? You're going to go to them? You're going to go to them. All right, bro. Hey, I ain't got no more love for you, bro. I can't. Hey, I'm going to just end it on that, R.I.P. to Zadarius's Packer career, But you already know we run the North. So let's get back into what the fuck we wanted to talk about. But just real quick, go to Big Nate's go to Packer Fan for Life's channel if you want to hear more about this, Zadarius thing, because I think he broke it down quite well when Vikings go to Packers. But it is what it is, man. I'm just saying, we've heard of this before. We not too long ago talked about the Khalil Mack signing, how when he first got signed, everybody was like, oh, this is it. No, we still run the North. Although, remember that first game, this nigga had a strip sack fumble. He had a sack and an interception, like, bro. And they were beating us like 21 to something in the first half. But you know what happened. Aaron and Cobb sealed the deal, but what a fucking game that was. I'll never forget that shit. First Sunday night of the year, a couple years ago. Bears, Packers, they don't get no better. So we still run the North. We're going to run it anyway now that Zadarius is over there. But again, let's talk about this new Packer that we got that I'm really excited about because I think that he's an impact player. Now, an impact player is not a Pro Bowler. It's definitely not an all-pro player. But it's a guy that a few plays in the game, you're going to hear his name and you're going to see him. Now, and then you got to understand, who are we putting him next to? Kenny Clark. So it's not like, we just getting this guy and want him to just hope he does his best. No, he's going to be put in an advantage because people are going to be so worried and zeroed in on Kenny Clark. This guy might be able to get free. Now, last year, he only got 2 sacks, but to be completely honest with you, sacks aren't really an interior lineman stat. They more, goal line stuffs, stop the run, stuff like that. That's why we should appreciate interior linemen who do get a lot of sacks, such as Kenny Clark, Aaron Donald, Chris Jones from Kansas City, so... And with Kansas City, let me tell you, his best years were in Seattle, and what we have to do is respect Seattle. For Seattle to draft him 5 years ago, that was still around Legion of Boom time, so, you got to respect Pete Carroll's defensive, mindset, and to draft him, he's not a horrible player. He did good in Seattle. They didn't give him another contract. That's when he went to Kansas City. This was actually his worst year in the regular season when he went to Kansas City, but a good thing is at the end of the year, he started to pick up. Their last 2 playoff games, he led them in pressures. So that is very good. He can step up in big moments. And again, it probably just took him a while to get adjusted to the team. Hopefully it don't take him a whole damn season to get adjusted to our team. But Joe Barry's scheme is very, favorable, So I think it's better than the Spagnolias over there. I take Joe Barry as a defensive coordinator any day over him. That's just being honest, you know. But yeah, man. Again, an impact player. Not that we don't have them, but you know, Dean Lowry, Tyler Lancaster, like there be times where I don't see them or even hear their name all game. You know, with all due respect, they have made plays in the day, you know, back in the day or whatever. Not back, you know, in the day like so long ago. But I remember a Lowry play or two and you know, an interception even. You know, I remember some plays that they made, but it's far in between, you guys. We need somebody that's gonna do it at least once or twice a game, which this guy's fully capable of. And again, it's only gonna help that he's next to the beast, Kenny Clark, that we have. So yeah, man. Tell me what the fuck y'all think, man. You know, tell me what y'all think about this signing. If you don't know much about him, go on and, you know, look at a little bit of his film and what he's good at. And I think we got us a good player, man. And then, again, it's just for rotational depth, if anything. Because, again, we got the young pup, TJ Slaton. But I think he's a little better than TJ Slaton right now. He's a vet in the game. And, you know, just to have him and Slaton in a rotation, that's awesome. Dean Lowry, you know, to these players that become better players when they're on the field less, so because you know they're not gassing for air in the last quarter where they get burnt at, you know. So it's gonna be good to keep a rotation. Speaking of rotation, I also hope and think that the Packers are going to go for Whitney Merciless again. It'll be a cheap deal. I don't think nobody thinking of him right now, you know, seriously, you know. And, you know, all due respect to him, he's a great player, and I want to keep him. That's why I think he's a great player, so I'm not talking shit about him. But ain't nobody thinking about Whitney Merciless right now, man. But what I did like is last year he came in, he started putting pressure. As soon as he came, like the first game he came on like a Wednesday and played on a Sunday. And he put pressure on the quarterback. He also had a season-ending injury, which it wasn't season ending. He worked his ass off to come back, and that really what made me like, oh, you know what? He's ready to ride or die for the Pack. If he's gonna do that just to come back for a potential one game and not even know if he's gonna come back, that's what the fuck is up. And what also is the fuck is up is this Jerron deal. It's only a 1 year deal, so it's a kind of prove me deal. This is the best situation I think the Packers could have given him, because it's like, we know what you can do because you did it in Seattle, but what happened with Kansas City? You know, we just use that as some kind of leverage to probably get this deal because, you know, we're not paying him an arm and a leg, you know. This is a good deal for what Gutekunst is trying to do. So next year, when y'all see this motherfucker stuffing motherfuckers at the goal line, not letting them in, getting them 3 instead of 6, when y'all see him, you know, getting in on a sack, you know, and he ain't going to get a whole lot of them, but I think he'll get over under this year is going to be 5. I think it'll be under 5, but shit, let's hope it's 4, you know. But just a fucking another good signing. And listen, I told y'all, man, it might be a different Packer team. It might not be offensively led. You know, we got the ground and pound offense, 2 great running backs, I say again, the greatest quarterback ever. We're going to see who we have on the receiving end. But right now we got Alan Lazard, the Lizard, who's a goon. Randall Cobb, the Bear Killer, who's a proven vet, you know. And, you know, if he was healthy this year, he would have helped us out more. He had, like, a crazy few games where he caught multiple touchdowns. Come on now. We got Bobby Tonyan coming back, you know. Come on now. So, yeah, man, this might be a different kind of team. Ground and pound on offense, and then defense, kind of like them Ravens days when they had Jamal Adams, you know. Jamal Lewis. You know, they had the best defense ever. I think Elvis fucking Gerback was that quarterback. Who was it? Trent Dilfer, one of them motherfuckers. And come on now. All they did was run the ball and play good ass defense. And they had, you know, a bomb deep threat every now and then. So there's different ways to skin a cat, y'all. We ain't, you know, it's okay if we don't average 30 every game. You know, we got a defense that'll stop people. And if you don't think it, you need to look at this last NFC, I keep wanting to say championship. We didn't even make it this year. The divisional game. Man, we shut the Niners down, bro. That was and that's just because we lost, it was overshadowed. But that was an excellent defensive performance, man. Excellent. We stopped them dudes, man. They could not score. We couldn't score either, goddammit. But, yeah, man, I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to leave you with this, man. Shout out to everybody. Go, motherfucking Pack, go.